Hi, I'm Noel. Today we're going to be looking at 3 interesting facts about Beyblade Burst that only Japanese speakers can understand. But don't worry, I've got you covered. I speak 5 different languages, including Japanese, and today I'm going to use my Japanese skills to try to explain the background of the elements that I'm going to explain. So let's get right into it. 3 interesting facts about Beyblade Burst that only Japanese speakers understand. Number 1. Beyblade Burst Sparking. Some of you might recognize Beyblade Burst Sparking from the TV anime series. Yes, it is the title of that animation series. However, there's a deeper meaning to sparking than you might think. So the question is, why do you think that this season is called Sparking? Because the characters use sparking Beyblades? Yes, along with sparking launchers. This is so cool. One of my favorite launchers. These are all true, yes, but there's more to it. In order to understand this theory of sparking, I'm going to explain Japanese kanjis. These are the Japanese characters that derive from Chinese calligraphy. And these symbols usually have several different meanings in one letter. For example, sparking can be written like this, and this can be divided into 2 parts, cho and o. Cho means super, o means king. Speaking of super and king, there's Super Hyperion, and there's also King Helios. These are the 2 main Beyblades from the Sparking series, and these 2 letters are going to be super important because they are related to the second interesting fact as well. But back to the first fact, sparking, as some of you might already have noticed by listening carefully to Super King, sparking. So this is like a Japanese joke that uses similar sounds that mean different things. So sparking is super and king combined, and that kind of sounds similar to sparking. That's why they created sparking bays, sparking launchers, King Helios, and Super Hyperion. So all of these are connected, and they each mean different things. See how a TV animation series title can be deep and interesting? I am aware that it is called Beyblade Burst Surge in English, but why not use the term sparking? I think it kind of sounds awesome. Number 2, we have Hyperion Burn. And sorry, I don't have it with me, but there's also Helios Volcano. They are the evolved versions of Super Hyperion and King Helios. And in this evolution process, they have kept the letter cho, super, and o, king, from Super Hyperion and King Helios. Well, where are they? They are here. We have the super disc. It is called cho disc, just like the kanji. And for Helios, we have the king disc, which is called o disc. So is it a coincidence that these 2 discs have each element of super and king sparking? This is not a coincidence. Look carefully here. We have the super disc. These seemingly random shapes represent the Japanese character cho. It's kind of hard to recognize, but by comparing this disc with the Japanese kanji, you will find similar characteristics, such as this square part here, and we have this like arrow thing. If you take a closer look, you will recognize that it is not symmetrical at all, just like the kanji letter cho, which means super. So this is the evolved version of Super Hyperion, Hyperion Burn, with the super element. This can be said for King Helios as well, which is easier to recognize since the Japanese kanji o, which means king, from sparking, is pretty easy. See, it's very symmetrical. I'm pretty sure you can easily identify this o character in the king disc. We also have Lucifer the End. This is Lane's Beyblade, which has the ko disc. Ko also means like the ruler or king. It's harder to recognize, but it has some similar elements from the character. So this was fact number 2. Moving on to the last fact. Number 3. We have variant Lucifer. So by looking back at fact number 1 and 2, it is safe to say that in the Japanese language, we enjoy mixing letters with similar sounds that have different meanings, such as sparking, super king, cho, o. These letters aren't directly related, but they can be related since they have a similar sound. And this can be said for variant Lucifer as well. And in order to explain this final fact, there's something I need to tell you about the Japanese language. So we use our original characters in Japanese. They are hiragana and katakana. And these hiraganas and katakanas have good sides and bad sides, pros and cons. And one of the bad things about hiragana and katakana is that you can't separate VA from BA. So va and ba. There's no difference between these two in hiragana and katakana. So variant Lucifer would be called variant Lucifer, just like BA, ba. And barrier is going to be called barrier as well. And this is the same because we don't call a barrier barrier. However, if you think about it, variant Lucifer in Japanese is variant Lucifer. It has a barrier, which is a barrier. Did you get it? So this is a typical Japanese joke. We like to use different words that have the exact same sounds, such as variant, varianto, and barrier, barrier. So these barrier can be found in both barriers and variant Lucifer. Do you think this is a coincidence? So this was the final fact. I hope you guys enjoyed. There are many interesting aspects of the Japanese language that can be found in TV animation series, also in Beyblade Burst. So if you guys are curious or if you want to know more of this kind of interesting Japanese facts, please let me know in the comment section below. And see you in the next video.